Ancients Recovered event has gone live here in the jolly old UK, and I've got the professor here because we have to choose a Galarian bird. I did buy the ticket for myself. We got Galarian, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. You might be asking yourself, which one should I get? Really, that's up to you. If there's one of these that you have never managed to get yourself, or one of these is your favorite, just go for that. None of these are overly that meta-relevant, but Galarian Articuno, I'm sad to say, is the worst one of the three when it comes down to gameplay. Amazing design, just really bad in this game, sadly. Galarian Zapdos is a really good fighting type. You could use it in raids, plus with a 10-10-10 or higher IV floor guaranteed at this point, you could get a hundo or something like that and use it in raids. And then there's Galarian Moltres, which is really good in Great League, and I do think that the one we're gonna get will probably be Great League eligible, at least hopefully. But in the end of the day, it's really up to you. None of these are like the clear choice. But since I'm Team Valor, we're going with the Moltres. I know you guys already knew we were doing that, so let's confirm it. And now, once I find what we have to do, we'll do it. Okay, for whatever weird reason, it moved over to the event side and not on the special research side. Don't know exactly what happened there, but it doesn't matter. We have to win 2 raids, explore 2 kilometers, complete 8 field research tasks, hatch 2 eggs, power up a flying type Pokemon 8 times, and power up a dark type Pokemon 8 times. All of that's gonna be very easy, and as you can see, we get Moltres candies on the bottom, so we're getting that Galarian Moltres here. But this is not the only thing we've got going on for ourselves. We also have this one right here, which is free. You don't have to pay for this one, minus doing raids, unless you only use free raid passes. But you have to win in total 6 raids, and when you do that, you get each of the Regis, but none of them will have the background card to my knowledge. Until you get to the end, apparently there's another page after that one where you will get your hands on a background one, and I think you get to choose, or maybe it's random. I'm not 100% sure, but we will get to that in this video. And yes, I did buy myself the Ancients Recovered Deluxe Go Pass just because it has the bottle cap and I want to show you everything in here. And I did buy the extra levels, so let's claim the Go Fest t-shirt. Let's get the Pokeballs, the incenses, of course, the Lucky Egg. We're gonna get the XP, the Star Piece. Looks like there will be a Golett encounter, so why not? Let's just see what happens with it. It's not a shiny one, and it is a 493. Don't remember if that's good or not, so let's find out. It's not great at all. And now that we've gotten that, let's get the XP, the Incubator, the Stardust, the Regirock candies, which is kind of cool, XP, and Pokeballs. And now that we're done with that, we have everything. But as you can see, I have an extra daily raid pass, and we also have half hatch distance, which is going to be very helpful, because if you look right here, this is what you have to do. Hatching an egg will give you 250 points, which is ridiculous. Winning a raid will give you 100, and catching a Pokemon is the normal 5, but we can get 1,000 extra points a day. So I feel like we're gonna power through this pretty darn quickly, and I would love to do that because I want to show you what that bottle cap is like. But we are not doing that in this video for sure. We're definitely gonna get capped. We have now taken down a Regice. This is like the first one. Also, these things like pop in immediately upon the event going live. You don't have to wait like an hour or anything like that. They just immediately pop in. But these things can have a really cool background card, and also maybe we'll get a shiny with the background. I don't want to really do a ton of these ones because it's just Regice, Regirock, and Registeel, but it's still cool to see them, and unfortunately this one is not Kool-Aid Blue. But let's catch it and see if it gets a background card. And just like that, we caught our first one. It'd be cool if it had it, so it doesn't. Neat. Regirock now. This is the second one we needed to do. 1727. Not exactly the best, but whatever. And now that we've done that, we've completed quite a bit of things that we had to do, but let's just get to this. Are you shiny? No, you're not. I have turned on the Kyurem White effect just to make this a little bit easier to catch, because I really don't want to put up with it, you know what I mean? I'd rather just catch this thing, see if we get a background, and if we do, awesome, and if we don't, then whatever. Of course, he wants to put up a fight. This is the last one I'm going to do in front of you guys until we either catch it or lose the thing, so excellent curve, gotta love it. Again, pretty darn easy to do because of the effect, but we did catch it. Awesome. But does this one have a background? I just want to show it to you, but no, it does not. This Registeel is a 1377. That's actually not bad. I think you want like 98. I think that's the hundo, but maybe we'll get a green one. That'd be fun. Or maybe just with a background. I'd like to see one, so not shiny. Let's catch it. Just like that, we got it. Still no background for me. Crazy. We've walked, we've raided, now we just gotta power up. This is a flying and dark type. It is different depending on which one you choose. Obviously, if you choose Zapdos, you have to do fighting and flying, and if you do Articuno, you have to do psychic. Saying that I chose this one, we have the bacon bird to power up, and now we're officially done. We've walked, we've done everything. Yes, it is British bacon. It is thematic for this location. Plus, if we get the silver bottle cap, I do believe that's like a whole 1 row, as opposed to the golden, which is all 3 of them. And this one is a 15-15-12, so I wouldn't mind making this a shundo, especially with Gen 6's ZA game coming out. Like, this could get a Mega or something special, so you just never know with this stuff. And now it's time to catch a bird in Warpole Park. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but we get ourselves some berries. No, is it not correct?
Walpole.
Walpole. Yeah, you know what? Y'all have interesting names for stuff. Anywho, let's claim this thing right here. It's gonna be a Galarian Zigzagoon. Could have been shiny, it is boosted. For encounter number dose, we're going to be getting our hands on a Rookidee. How exciting. Too bad it wasn't like a Dynamax one or something like that. I think think that would have been a really cool thing to add, but it is a Gen 8 bird, so it makes sense that we got it. How good is this bird? Just for fun, it's 15, 11, 11. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get our Galarian Moltres. Super cool that we're finally getting something like this. Like, it's been a while, but there's the candies, and then we will get an encounter. There is a chance it'll be shiny. There is no guarantee of it. It is a 1 in 20 chance, but hopefully you get lucky with it. But here we go. 3, 2, 1. Mine, not it, unfortunately, in a 1303. No clue. I actually wanted to be surprised about this. So let's catch the thing and see what happens. But first, I'm gonna put you guys down because this will be a pain to do. All right, let's catch this thing in an Ultra Ball. I've turned on the Kyurem effect again, so this would be an easier catch, at least hopefully. So 1, 2, and not first ball. Yeah, they're definitely not increasing the capture rate on these things unless you hit a good throw and such. But good luck to you guys again. Hopefully you will get your hands on a shiny. And just remember that this will not go away. There is no chance of it running away or anything like that. The only way you're gonna lose this thing is by you transferring it later. But man, I am doing a terrible job at landing a good throw. So 1, 2, and yep, okay. Here's hoping 1303 is decent though. I wouldn't mind it if it was. There's a great curve. That's gonna help us a lot, at least hopefully. 1, dose, nope, okay. Oh man, it's almost like a shiny one at this point, though it is not sparkly, obviously, but at least it can't get away, because man, let me tell you, we would have never had this many chances with a normal Galarian Moltres. But this one, oh boy. Knew it was gonna be somewhat like this, but let's try again. There's another great. All right, hopefully that's great enough to catch it. 1, 2, no, oh my goodness. This is also a good heads up. Make sure you have some balls, because this thing is probably gonna make you waste a few. At least we hit it, and it's gone immediately.
1 eternity later.
Seriously, 1 eternity later, maybe we will catch this thing. Oh yeah. 1, 2, thank God, it's over. Okay, but again, who knows what we got here? We could have something amazing. We could. So Milo.
Oh my God.
10, 10, 12. Yeah. Again, this is a huge possibility for you. Do not expect anything amazing. I have really bad luck with this stuff, but this is my first English Galarian bird I've ever caught, so I will hold on to it for a little bit. But man, you want something way better than a 1303. Now, if you want to know what the hundos are, I'm currently on Pokemon Go Hub here, and I can show you exactly what you're looking for from these researches. Let me just scroll down real quick. For the Galarian Articuno, you want a 1538. That is the 100%. So now let's go to Zapdos, all the way to the top here. Click on Zapdos, and there is a whole menu here. You could do Shadow Galarian if you really wanted to, yada yada, but there we go. This is Galarian Zapdos. And if we scroll down, we are looking to find ourselves a 1521. That is the hundo for that one. And then, of course, we're gonna make our way to Moltres. We're gonna flip it over to Galarian Moltres. There we go. And then we scroll down, and we want to get our hands on a 1357. So clearly, I was very off. But you know what? It is what it is. Hopefully you have better luck. Hopefully you get the shiny as well. You have a 1 in 216 odd chance, I believe, of getting the hundo. I think that's the math behind that one. And you have a 1 in 20 chance of getting a shiny. So if you get that magical combination, you could get a shundo. But let me know in the comments down below which of the Galarian birds you've chosen and what you got. Hopefully you got something good. Okay, why is this here? Not complaining, of course. It's a wild Pachirisu. That's insane, but like, that's weird. I don't recall them saying that the like regionals were just gonna be spawning, so down. I really wanna get my hands on a hundo of this thing, so I would love to get that. I've been doing so many trades. I think I've given away 4 hundos of this thing, so hopefully my time will happen. The best I've ever gotten is a whole bunch of 98s, so let's just take a look at this guy. It's not, but it would have been awesome. So Milo's completed this. I have to wait a little bit to actually fully complete it, but there's something really interesting with these Regis right now. He was getting really low leveled ones, so let me just take a look here. Yeah, 136 Regirock. That is really crazy. Yeah, a 136. Like, this is ridiculous.
That's
and
practically microscopic.
it might actually be like a glitch that they will fix later. Hopefully they don't, because like these things could eventually be used in Great League and stuff like that.
Mine was a
and
406.
yeah, 406 for him. Like, I don't know why the levels are so strange, but
Yours is
this
even
one,
tinier.
yeah, this is a little guy. Imagine you could get level 1s. That would be cool. Go ahead, Milo, click on this one right here.
Okay.
Let's see what we get. Go ahead. Boom.
Incoming.
Is it shiny at least?
Bang.
No, but 132. What in the heck is going on? I'm getting such little Regis for whatever reason. I mean, I'm not complaining, of course. These make them a lot rarer.
Pocket sized.
Very much so.
There's the Pachirisu.
Yeah, and there's a Pachirisu for him as well. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's a mistake, or maybe they're doing this on purpose, but this one is a 10-10-10, of course, the worst one possible. And this should be the Registeel. Not a shiny one, but an 825. Wow, we're getting Great League eligible Regis. That's really cool. In the past, it used to only be the shadows that could do it. And this right here is the final raid we have to do. It is a 1391. That is really good. That is literally 7 off the hundo, I believe. So there we go. We got our friendship. We got ourselves a decent Registeel. It'd be cool if it was shiny and had a background, but this is the final raid we had to do. But sadly, it's not a shiny one. Not a huge deal. Let's catch it. Took a couple throws and I had to turn on the Kyurem effect, but still no background. I'm noticing that Milo hasn't gotten one either. It's kind of ridiculous. But now we can finally claim these 3 and get our final reward. So this one should be Gigas. Unfortunately, not a shiny one. And is that a level 1 Gigas? That's a level 1 Gigas. I'm gonna laugh. That's literally a 59 CP. That's ridiculous. Imagine if that was shiny though. Why am I getting such low numbers? Not that I'm complaining. I think it's fantastic. Just, it's really weird. Let's just take a look though. I think it is. I think that is a level 1 Regi Gigas. Let's move his arm. That is literally level 1. That is insane. Well, here's hoping we can do that again. I would love to get more level 1s. There's the Aleki, and it is a 368, so definitely not a level 1. I don't know why this is doing this, but I'm not complaining. I love this, you know what I mean? Like, I like it when we get special stuff, and a level 1 Gigas is just stupid cool. How good is this Regi Aleki? Yeah, it's not really good. And last but not least, we have a Drago. How's the Drago looking? Not shiny, at a 129. This is so fun. I hope you guys are liking this, because honestly, I think it's fantastic. Though, admittedly, you do need to go in your home, little buddy. There we go. There was a bit of a network error, so I don't know what's going on. Is it gonna run? Yes, it is. Okay, so we did catch it. Let's just take a look at this Drago. It is a 13, 13, 13. But now that we've done that, we can get these final candies, and it looks like we're just getting all the Regi's candies. Now, we get to choose between all of the Regis, which is pretty cool that they did this in the first place. I love this quite a bit. And I'm thinking I'm gonna go with Regi Drago. I really like Regi Drago, plus it's gonna have a confirmed background card. Let's just go with the Drago. And on the upside, it's auto-completed, so that's even better. Let's just get the XLs, and then we get to claim our encounter with a non-shiny one, sadly, and a 654. But it will have a background card, which is awesome. 1, 2, 3, instantly caught it. With this Kyurem effect, it makes it so much easier. But there it is, the background card, and it looks so freaking cool. And as you can see in the corner there, that is actually the Regi Drago, like, the dot formation. From what I've seen, apparently every single one of the backgrounds glow slightly different depending on the Regi you have. So as you can see in the corner there, that's the same as his eyes. I freaking love that. What a cool addition, you know? I liked the wormhole with the Ultra Beasts and such, and this just works so well with the Regis. Like, it's really awesome. Whoever comes up with this stuff, you're doing a great job and keep it up. And weirdly enough, now that I've completed it, I have it again. So I don't know what's going on here. Apparently this happened with Milo as well, but obviously I'm not gonna complain. That's just extra checks and potentially more shiny level 1s and such. I don't know if you just get 2 or if you're supposed to get more or if it's because I bought the premium stuff. I have no clue what's going on, but not gonna complain. But on that note, we are gonna wrap up the video here. Smash that subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video and let me know in the comments down below. Which Galarian bird are you gonna choose? Which Regi are you going to choose out of all that stuff? And are you going for the golden bottle cap? Please let me know. And if you're really enjoying the content and you want to see even more of it, I highly suggest this video right over here. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next one.